On a more personal question, people read on your MySpace page you're writing a book. So what's the stage? How are you doing with that?
I almost finished it. The book contains 33 stories. Some of them are very various. Could be a rock and roll story, could be a very spiritual story, a childhood story, and
it's personal stories, right?
Yeah, I simply get the reader into my world, and I'm a very shy person. At the end of the day, I'm not really talking about my private life with anyone. But then, when I told these stories to a lot of friends, close friends of mine, they always told me that I must write it into a book. So I took the advice, started to write, and I found the adventure of writing, I found it very interesting.
Yeah, because it's really different from what you do, like as an artist with Orphaned. Yeah. Would you say that
it's very personal? It's very, you know, it's. I found myself really getting back to adventures that I had in life and really resurrected them, you know, in my mind. And it was a great experience. I haven't finished it yet, and I put it aside because we put more attention to Orphaned, to the new album. So I believe that when the album will be released and we will hit the roads again, I will probably finish the book when I'll be on the road, because I have a lot of free time on the road.
Hey, maybe live some new adventures which you can add to a new chapter.
Yeah, maybe,
you never know.
Maybe I'll go through it, and some of the adventures will not be strong enough to put on the book. So yeah, that's true. So I will just get into it, and hopefully in 2010 I will finish it, and if someone is interested, they will be able to read it.
So back to the show of today in the Brutal Assault. There's like any special thing you have with the new album coming up? You have like something in store for the fans coming today?
Well, first of all, playing in Brutal Assault is great. This is the second time we play in this festival, and we really had a nice time. Last time the crowd was really great, and we enjoyed playing there. And when Brutal Assault contacted us to play here, so we advised them and told them, listen, maybe you should book us for 2010 when we will be on a tour. And because now we are in the middle of a mixing process and working on the album, it's not like a playing show season for us. And the promoter, Thomas, he really insisted on having us this year, and did whatever he can to convince us to do it. And
yeah, it's a nice break from the studio, maybe.
Yeah, and for us it's also a nice break from the studio. And he really did lots of efforts to bring us, and he specifically asked me to if we can play some new material.
Ah, this is what I was aiming at.
Yeah, so I was you know, we sat with the band and we were thinking, yeah, you know, it could be, the album is not out yet, but it could be a great experience for us to sort of check the new songs with the audience, to see what's the reaction, how they work, how we work on stage when we play them. So this is actually the premiere for a few of the new songs, and I believe that our fans that will be here today are some lucky bastard to hear it.
Of course, that's us.
And yeah, it's very interesting for us also to go on stage and to play these songs. So we're really looking forward into it.
What's the foreseeable release date of the really anticipated All Warrior album? You can tell us anything?
We are now in the end of the mixing process, and usually record companies, they take 3 months from the day that we deliver the master to release the album. Which means that if we deliver the master today, which is August 6th, the release date would have been November 6th.
November, right.
So I assume that finishing the mixing and having the mastering for the album, and also some elements and surprises that I cannot tell about for the moment, we also have, for example, a DVD which will be attached to the new album. That's one of the surprises that I can tell about. So, but I believe that being optimistic, saying that we will deliver the master around September, which means that the release date will be either Christmas time, or maybe the label would prefer to wait to the beginning of 2010. So it could be even January 2010, but it's a question of patience, and patience will be beneficial.
I'm sure it will be well worth it. Like with the Mabul, it was well worth it. So.
I hope so. I mean, we did our best, and we really liked the album and the result, and hopefully the fans will like it as well. But be prepared for Christmas or January.
Okay, thank you very much, and have a great show today.
Thanks a lot.